wasichana wakuu. Yesu ni mwema, Yesu ni mwema, Yesu ni mwema.
Yes, and we are back. And joining me in studio is one Beth Muya. Beth Muya is the artist who has sung the song that you are just from watching. Beth,
yes.
Welcome to Good Morning Kenya.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for the Good Morning entertainment show. I'm humbled to be in this station.
We are glad to have you. If I may just give you the opportunity to introduce yourself to the people who have never gotten to hear about you.
Yes. I'm Beth Muya. Beth Muya is a gospel minister, is a mother, and is also an entrepreneur. I'm a chef by profession. I run a cafe. So when we are from the studio, we are going and take heavy lunch or heavy breakfast.
We'll go have lunch after this.
Yes, I run a cafe in Umoja too. I also do outside catering. So Beth is also, I do a lot. So I'm humbled to be in this place. And also I worship in Umoja 2 Redeemed Gospel Church under Reverend Joshua Katua and Pastor Pauline.
Okay. All right. So when did the ministering begin for you? When did you start singing? And how did you receive that? Yeah.
I started singing while I was a very young kid, but I ventured in the limelight, I think 2020. But my first song I sung around, I think I produced, I went to the studio in 2007, but I couldn't have the video on my side because of maybe challenges of financial constraints. But during 2007, there's a song I released. It's a money song during the post-election violence. There is when now I went to the studio, but I didn't do the video. The video, I did it in 2020. So that's my journey, but I have been singing in churches, in Mwatati Pentecostal Church.
Mwatate?
Yes.
That's in Taita?
No, in Tala, Machakos County.
There's a Mwatate in Tala?
Yes. So I started singing there, and Bishop, the late Bishop Ruben Munguti. So I've been singing all through my journey since I was a kid. It's a talent I've been having since I was around 5 years.
Okay.
Yes.
So you say that professionally, you getting into it now fully was in 2020.
Yes.
What made you now decide, okay, now I want to get into this?
I think it's a push. You know, there is that zeal in you. And also, sometimes you want to reach many people. And then is when I had the capacity to venture in by around 2020.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. The song that we just watched as we were getting to introduce you, can you tell me a bit about that song? What it was, what inspired it rather?
Sure.
And I've seen like a small girl who's really dancing, you know.
Yes.
Is that your daughter?
Yes, that's my firstborn daughter. She's also a singer. She's also a gospel minister. We minister together in Redeemed Gospel Church Umoja.
Okay.
And she's in choir. And also she has done a song, although it's not now on YouTube, advising children to obey their parents and parents not to wasiwachokoze watoto wao. So yeah, we will be coming one of these fine days.
You decided to start her off early.
Yes.
Is it that you really want her to get into singing, ama you realize that she loves singing, she has a talent for it, ama it's you who's just pushing it?
No, I think it's natural in her. I remember when she was in my womb, I used to listen to gospel music all through. Even through the night, the radio used to, and the TV used to play, and I used to love music. So when she was 2, I think from birth, after she started now knowing herself, from 2, she was holding a mic and singing, even in church. So it's a talent to nature, and I love her. She is more than Beth now. Abigail Mwende, she's in Rockfields, and I thank God even for the school. They are nurturing her. She's in drama, music.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of the teachers, their teacher Matrin and the class teacher. I see them nurture her, even the whole entire school.
Yeah, it's really good to nurture them, you know, early.
Yes.
And I think we'll take a break right now, and then when we come back, you'll tell me about that song, because we've really not talked about the song. We'll talk about it after the break. Let's take a break.
Thank you.
And we are back. Thank you for staying with us. Now, before we went for that break, Beth was just telling me about the song Yesu ni Mwema. What was the inspiration behind it?
Yesu ni mwema. Let me speak in Swahili.
Go
It's
ahead.
in Swahili. Yesu ni mwema ni ushuhuda wangu. Na nashukuru Mungu kwa mahali nimefika, kwa kuwa si kwa nguvu zangu, ni kwa nguvu za Mungu. Yesu ni mwema ni testimony yangu. I remember wakati nilizaliwa, we are 4, 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I'm the last born. So wakati nilizaliwa, immediately my dad used to work with the Kenya Airways. So akagonjeka. So my mom was the breadwinner. Now also nursing my father. I'm staying with them as we talk. Now they are doing very well. My father is now healed, but aligonjeka immediately nilizaliwa. It was tough. Ushaona mpaka maskini anakuita maskini. Yani I've been brought from mavumbini. Yani from down, Mungu akinipandisha. It's a testimony ya kuonyesha unaweza yote, hata ukilelewa kwa shida ama upitie magumu gani. Yesu ni muweza. Amelaaniwa yule hutegemea binadamu. So that one, and also kumtumikia Mungu ili nibeba mpaka wakati ninaona Mungu anaendelea kunikuza nifikie wengi na nikuwe ushuhuda pia kwa wengi. So the song explains more about me now and where I am, na ninajua Mungu atanipeleka mbali kufikia kila mmoja hapate kujua kuwa kuna Mungu. Hata ukilelewa kwenye shida ama upitie magumu, nimepitia mengi. Amenisiaga mpaka niko mahali niko. So I thank God. That's a testimony. Na mama alitulea sana akiuguza baba yangu, na tukilima vibarua, unaenda kuchuna kahawa, unaenda kulimia watu wengine, unaekewa mahindi. So ndio chakula, hakuna maharagwe. Kama ni kulala njaa, nimelala. So ni mambo mengi nimepitia, lakini Mungu kwa yote amekuwa mwaminifu. So that song came to me. Saa ingine inanikujia kwa dream, nachukua kalamu na naandika. I started writing songs since I was a very small kid in Matungolo AIC primary. I started writing in primary. Ni vile hakukuwa na simu. Saa ingine unaandika ukisahau na cartoon, lakini at least you have the writing, the words of the song. So nimetoka mbali. Hiyo ni ushuhuda. Yote ukisikiza utaona ni ushuhuda ambao Mungu amenitoa mbali na ameniwezesha kufika mahali niko.
So most of your songs, are they personal testimonies?
Most of them are not. Sometimes I can be inspired to write about a certain, like, I think 2 are personal, like Hakuna Jaribu. There's a song, maybe the DJ, Hakuna Jaribu kubwa yote unayoyapitia ni ya muda tu. So it's
almost the same,
almost the same like
meaning-
last year, but I underwent a very tough time. I lost a baby, and it
sorry
was
about
not tough. It was so tough on me because when you expect a kid, as a mother, you expect to kunyonyesha. So at 8 months, almost 2 weeks to being due, the kid akakufia kwa tumbo. The worst thing was the process. But the Lord alikuwa ananiongelesha, Beth, cheer up. At least ananirifaa kwa hiyo. So I sang it, sikujua kama itanifanyikia, but encouraging people. So it's almost the same as that song, but the rest I have sung about amani, it's about peace. Hiyo nayo niliitoa wakati wa post-election violence. It really hit me. I was staying in Huruma. Na imagine ukivuka maiti. Ukikimbia, I experienced that. So it became amani ipitayo fahamu za binadamu. Mpaka nikaombea nchi, nikaombea Rais Uhuru Kenyatta. So it's a song yenye ilikuwa inaongea juu ya kuencourage watu amani na kuombea nchi yetu ipate amani. Nikaambia Mungu atupe ulinzi, upendo, kwa kuwa taifa makabila zilikuwa zinainukiana. So it came on that time.
And that was actually, I think, your first song.
Yes.
The first song that you produced.
Yes.
Okay.
That was my first song.
Now let's talk about your newest release. Ile
Yes.
ambayo imekuleta hapa leo. Tell me about that song.
Hakuna Jaribu. It's an encouraging song.
Oh yes, it's Hakuna Jaribu, the one that you
Yes. Hakuna Jaribu is an encouraging song to encourage people. Najua watu wanasema economy, wanasema maybe ni mtukufu raisi. Lakini ni sisi tulimchagua na ni muhimu sana kumuombea na kuombea our leaders in the right way na with the fear of the Lord. Because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. When we fear the Lord, najua mambo yote, hata wisdom itaongezeka dhidi ya kudeal na watu na inchi, na tuna complain sana. Tuache kucomplain sana. To focus on praying even for the leaders, for them to lead us in a godly manner na hata in God's will. So tulichagua. Usianze kusema mimi sikuchagua hii, but let's lead with examples and the word of God. Hiyo inaleta amani, hata ushirikiano, na inji ugrow. Kwa kuwa mahali kuna umoja, kuna baraka. Tuache kucomplain, tushikilie kila mmoja, we edify one another with love, si matusi, na tuende mbele.
Now, maybe I've met a lot of gospel artists.
Yes.
Wanasema like churches, they don't support their own ministers of the artists who are gospel.
Yes.
What is your take on that?
I thank God. It's true, there are some ministers, they cannot, it's platform. Other people don't give gospel artists platforms at maybe kufika hapa. I didn't know any one of you. Yani it's by the grace of God, na hiyo inamata sana kukuza mtumishi wa Mungu katika uimbaji. But I thank God in my church. I think I've ministered, and also saa ingine unatumwa kwingine, Beth, enda ukaminister mahali fulani. So I think I've not experienced that at the moment, but I thank God for my pastor. Na najua it is a challenge. Na challenge moja kwa waimbaji ni vile hawana covering. Na if you don't have a cover, unajua itakuwa ngumu sana kusema usapotiwi. Kuna wengine hawana kanisa. I encourage all gospel ministers to attach themselves in a cover yenye at least hata ukikosea unaweza chapwa uambiwe hapana, umepoteza njia, rudi kwenye njia. Wengine hawana, ni freelance.
Yeah.
So that's the problem, I think, with the gospel ministers. We should style up. I being one of them, but I thank God I'm undercover. Saa ingine ninaweza enda hivi usikie mchungaji ananiambia Beth yako kajia unapitia.
Unarudishwa
Big up to my pastor Bishop Katoa. So I think most of them lack cover. Na ndio maana unasikia wana complain hawasapotiwi, hawatumwi mahali. Check any gospel minister with a cover. Anakuanga na ile waiting in Kikamba, yani akona style yake ya uongozi na hata uimbaji. So I think that's the problem.
Okay.
So when you have a cover, you're
all
sorted.
good. All right. Now, there's a song you've done with Boni Moitege.
Yes.
The video is not yet out,
Yes.
but you can just tell me about the song and why don't we have a video for that song?
The video is coming. Big up to my mentor. He's a very humble man. I respect so much. So hata kukubali kufanya, it was not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yani,
So where did you meet him? How did you? Is it that you used to know him?
No. I happen to Boni Moitege happened to be akifika tu Nairobi. I'm the driver who anampeleka kwa crusade. We have ministered a lot in Babadogo stage, crusade na Kayole, in big crusades. We have been ministering together. Na akifika huwa anasema Beth and Abigail, you're my driver. In fact, hata akipewa hata invitiwa na apewe limousine. Ama nini.
Yeah.
Anasema I want to go with Beth. So big up ukiwa Tanzania, najua unanisikiliza. Baba, na kuheshimu sana. So thank you for the offer. Akifika, I'm always the driver ya Boni Moitege. We have ministered hata na Muhangila, na Sifaeli, Anastasia in Mukabwa in Mombasa, na Rachel Malete. I've ministered with several people. So nashukuru Mungu kwa hicho kibali. Ni kibali amenipa. We have ministered even in Redeemed Gospel Church Umoja together with Boni. So ni kibali ambacho Mungu amenipa tu, akifika hakosi kunipigia. Tutumike pamoja.
All right. Now I want you to look into your camera and tell people where they can find you and where they can find your songs as well.
Yes. My songs are on YouTube. Zote niko saa ingine TikTok, niko Instagram, niko ingine ni gani, all handles za social media niko hapo. Na naomba msubscribe, mulike, mshare, mtiktok. That's how unakuza mtumishi wa Mungu. Na kudownload song haisaidii mwimbaji ukidownload. When you play it, inamsaidia sana. Then you share it for people and subscribe. I think I am all in all social media platforms. In the media.
All right.
Yes.
Unique, which song are we finishing with?
I think the latest one, Hakuna Jaribu.
Hakuna Jaribu.
All right. Thank you so much for coming to Good Morning Kenya. Yes. Unataka kusalimia watu?
Yes,
Aya,
kuna watu wananisikiza.
Wasalimie. Sitaki vita.
Wameniambia usitoke hapo.
Wasalimie.
So thank you so much Gospel Redeemed Gospel Church, Umoja tu, my pastors, members, Grace Morara, Faith, na my staff who are working at Bib's Cave, Agnes, Mogaka, Faith, my mom and dad, I know wanasikiza sana, my nieces, kina Roda, Gracie, na Beth, Mungu awabariki sana. So, and several other people who are watching, my uncle, my sister, Mbula, they are watching wakiwa nyumbani, Ukambani Matungulu, na Matungulu yote najua mumepigiwa simu, msichana wenu anaingia kwenye studio. Mungu awabariki sana na munisupport kwa maombi zaidi, na hata kwa kusubscribe na kushare nyimbo na kunialika niwahudumie. Nyinyi ni watu ambao tumekuwa nanyi. Mungu awabariki sana na awaneemeshe.
All right.
Thank
All
you
the
so
best in your
much.
ministry, Beth.
Yes.
Unique, tupatie Hakuna Jaribu as we finish off.